can I ask you something off the record?
Always. What's on your mind?
Do you think Trump's a smart guy?
I mean, love him or hate him, he didn't get where he is by being clueless.
Exactly. So why would someone like that pardon Trevor Milton?
Well, maybe he didn't know the whole story.
You really think a president signs off on a pardon without a team digging into the details?
Fair point. He's got lawyers, advisors, national press coverage. There's no way he flew blind on something like this.
Right? This isn't pardoning your buddy's parking ticket. This is one of the most high-profile pardons he's issued, and he's not exactly known for backing down under pressure.
But if that's true, why is everyone on the internet losing it?
Because it's easy to be loud when you don't know the facts. Reddit, Twitter, headlines, they don't need nuance, just noise.
So you're saying people are just reacting?
They're reacting to the idea of a pardon, not the actual case. That's the difference. Most of them couldn't even tell you what Trevor was actually convicted for.
Okay, but what about the money? People are screaming about some donation.
Oh, come on. Donations? Every major political campaign runs on them. If we're suddenly saying donations equal corruption, then congratulations. We just indicted half of America.
But it looks bad. That's what people keep saying.
Only because they need a headline. If Trump had lost the election, no one would care about who donated what, but he won, and now every connection is a conspiracy.
That reminds me, what about the Bondi thing? You know, Trevor's lawyer being Pam Bondi's brother?
Yeah, and?
Well, some people are saying that's the reason for the pardon.
Okay, let's break that down. So Trump, with everything at stake, global scrutiny, legacy on the line, decides to risk all of it just to do a favor for a lawyer's sister.
It does sound a little thin.
Exactly. We're living in a world where everyone is connected. Try naming two high-level legal people who aren't linked somehow. If that's the bar, nobody can make a decision.
But people still want someone to blame.
Of course they do. It's easier than admitting they might have rushed to judgment.
You think Trevor's innocent?
I think Trevor was never heard. I think he was steamrolled by a media machine that picked a villain before it even checked the facts.
Like the rolling truck story?
Yep, that truck became a meme, but no one asked why it was filmed that way or what context was left out. They just looped it like it proved everything.
It's like people wanted a symbol, and Trevor became that.
Exactly. Meanwhile, the truth got buried, and now the one guy who had the authority and the courage to say, hold on, this isn't right, just happens to be the president of the United States.
And people are still angry.
Because it's easier to be angry than curious. But the facts are coming out, and when they do, I think a lot of people are going to realize they jumped the gun.
So what now?
Now we let the story unfold. The documentary's coming, the facts are going to speak, and Trevor finally gets to tell his side.
And maybe people will listen this time.
I hope so. Because if we can't even give someone a fair hearing after a presidential pardon, what does that say about us?